It's 8:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 8th, Monday. Look at the number on this. It's 16431 views. Now, my grandfather's and grandmother's address in Detroit was 13416 on Tacoma. 13416. Now the house has been burnt down, I'm pretty sure, as an insurance job. But here's another thing I just noticed about that. Is okay, 13416. Add the 3 and the 1 together, then add them onto the 416, and you have 420. My grandfather's address, all the years, the grandfather I'm named after, his address was 420. It's almost 10 a.m. That's the Army airfield. Scooby-Doo and me running around the back of me. Let's see what's going on over there. Okay, I don't see nobody near my door. Got my laptop hid. I don't think anybody went in my room while I was gone the whole 2 days. They did. They put the bathroom door back exactly the way I had it, which I had it jammed. The whole 2 days I was at Lisa's. Y'all seen I was making a couple videos here and there, but the rest of the time I was pretty much sick. And I was dealing with that weird depression. Good boy, potty outside. Yeah. That weird depression from losing so much blood out of my ass. And I was too sick, just exhausted. I wanted to do stuff while I was at Lisa's, you know, like vacuum for them and you know, do the fountain and service the ceiling fan in the bathroom because it's starting to sound funny, like it's gonna jam up soon. Well, Lisa texted me about John's he's gonna grease the pins on our calipers on our Jeep. Finally, I did it every 4 to 6 months for 5-6 years, however long it was that I maintained it since she got it in 2014. Once I found out that you got to grease the caliper pins to keep them from seizing up, otherwise you can't drive on no trails. And just, I don't know, something about the design, even road salt and water and dirt, you know, you can drive longer without servicing them. And see, if you don't grease the caliper pins, then you end up having to just change the calipers. Everything gets more expensive. But there's a process to it. Like, you want to create some slack at the caliper, you know, open it up a little bit before you go pulling the pins. So he should be shown the first time how to do it, even if he doesn't want me to help him with it. He should at least have somebody walk him through it. But you know, it's like I'm feeling like a nomad vibe coming from God. You know, it's like I talked to that lady that lives at the apartment that they're talking about putting me in, the old people apartments. It's like then I'll be separated from music. I won't be able to make music no more. I'll be locked in this fucking building with all these decrepit old white devils who will pick me apart over every little fucking thing, every noise I make. If I stand on my patio and hit a cigarette or something, you know. It's like, man, I don't want to be fucking around a bunch of fucking nasty, worthless fucking garbage like that. The world is what it is now because it has spirits. So what? They're not the ones rich and in power. It's the same spirit that's controlling all of them. Just like the poor motherfuckers that are, you know, self-serving. self-serving. I mean, but if you're poor, you kind of got a reason to be that way because, well, there ain't nobody else looking out for you, you know? So you kind of got to look out for yourself. Yeah. Them buildings over there, we watched them put those up. Those, like, I don't know, some of them are housing, I imagine. They look like housing. But I've never seen a tower like that on an airfield before. So my thought was, you know, it might have been some kind of, you know, low security FEMA installation. I don't know, the railroad tracks run right behind that. And what's weird is when there's this weird bullshit happening, you hear my alert going off. I got 2 texts at once. When you got this weird bullshit going off, you hear the trains running at night. And you hear them stopping over there. And I don't know, it was like 2011, 2012 when a bunch of people were getting kidnapped. I don't know if they're immigrants or what, but they were getting thrown on trains. And there were all these, you know, exposure videos online about it. And they're like invisible people, nobody cared about them. And I cried about their deaths. This happened in like 2012. I think it was like October of 2012. They were putting people on fucking trains and shipping them off to like places like this, and in the middle of the night you could hear the machine guns going off as they open fire on them. You know, fire squatted them, you see. And you know, being so close, being at Lisa's house there, you know, which is only like a mile from here, when a whole bunch of those spirits died one of those times, I knew what happened. It's just in my spirit, I knew what happened. And them all being, you know, them all being corpsed off like that. So here's another motel right here. It just grieved me and made me cry. I busted out crying. Someone would think that, oh, he started crying for no reason after all the machine gun shots went off in the middle of the night. But it wasn't for no reason. This is a weird morning. Y'all know that I kind of live like a monk. And it's weird, okay, because I gave my food to the, you know, because they were hungry and couldn't get to the store on the weekend. They probably didn't even cook it, you know. And so I'm doing without now, you know. I don't have the food to make for myself. I had a piece of bread to go with my coffee. Old, borderline moldy bread. Hey, that's a pretty cool little spot down here. We haven't walked this far down in a while. Yeah, look at this nice shady spot. You can sit much traffic. Look at that. That's it. There's that tower I was talking about. Airfield tower? Weird, huh? There's a bench here. We're gonna sit on this bench for a minute and smoke this piece of jib I got in my hat. See my jib in my hat? Look at that. Ford hubcap. Aslan, come here. Come sit. Come sit. We'll move on in a minute. I'm gonna get you some water. Hang on. It's a beautiful morning out here. A little after 10 Eastern Standard Time. Always wanted to buy one of these motels. Yeah. I've already spilled my coffee, dropped it off the bench there. Gave the grass some coffee this morning. He's antsy. I want him to calm down for a second. I want to smoke on this. That's a combo between CBD bud, which is only 5% THC, and Keith shake. So, it's not a bad doobie. Yeah. Yeah, it's like these two motels right here together. Then Phase is further down, further up, little ways. Yeah, I always wanted to buy one of these motels. I wanted to buy the one that I'm in. North Country. But, you know, I'm almost feeling like there's a nomad thing coming up on me in my life. Because, you know, I don't feel at peace about taking the apartment. You know, signing a lease and taking an apartment where my life will be squelched out. I won't be able to play music. You know, I'm gonna have old people always picking me apart because they're just old and decrepit and they got no life and they're all about death and waiting to die, you know. It's a beautiful morning out here. It's just awesome. I'm grateful for these moments of true wealth, hanging with my little puppy dog. And for the true wealth I had all the years that I was locked on the leases, ministering to the kitties. And it's like, it's like a statement from God, you know, that, okay, he moving me on, but, you know, my biggest adversity there, which is not my wife's husband, believe it or not. It was old retard lived next door, old white devil, Ronnie. You know, God's statement is, okay, well, I'm moving you on to bigger and better things, and he's just gonna go away and live where it's hot. Yeah. So he ran off to Florida, right? Sold his house and shit to some younger people. I didn't anticipate that my roach clip would get caught in my jacket. See, I wear old frayed clothes and shit. I wear like rags. Oh, I better check my text in case it's something important. Oh, it was just growling at us, chittering real loud. There he is. See him right there? He's curious. He's a curious little squirrel or chipmunk. He was just in front of me on the tree, the closest branch, looking down at me, chittering. Curious about Aslan. I gotta check my text again. Damn. You can see he is just blocked off now. They must have got tired of fixing the trail. Used to come over there, come across from Lewiston Great Trail there. Now they route them up through a 2-track and they go across and over behind this thing. Yeah, see, there's some of the new buildings they built over the last. They got them done a couple years ago. Okay, buddy, come on. He got all dirty, and the dirt's starting to come off him now. Yeah. He's down on the ground playing in the dirt. So I guess John's not going to do the caliper pins today. They need to be done. She had brake noise on her Jeep and it has like a hop. That's probably not a tire. It's probably a caliper starting to stay tight. Yeah, nice ass day out. And while we were sitting there, I didn't have no weed going at the time she jogged by. She had 2 babies in a double baby cart, stroller. Like one of them little wide bucket seats with wheels and a bar on the back of it, designed for you to jog behind. And she went jogging by. She reclaimed her body after having them babies. She's looking good. She's all wishing me a good morning. And I'm like, yes, good morning to you. And as I watched her beautiful plump booty jog by, I really meant it. And then I had some weed going, had a roach going, and a cigarette going at the same time when a dude rode by, one arm, left arm, but I didn't notice that he only had one arm until he said, hey, what's up? He's just right there, man. Kind of like the old couple that rode by the first people that rode by. So there's, three, paths crossed while the old couple was on a couple old bikes. Old-timey bikes. I know that when last time I rode a bike, I noticed I have some muscle atrophy in the muscles you use when you ride a bike, and that I could really do for riding a bike, getting me a bike and riding it. So I may do that. Wherever I end up, I don't know where I'm going to end up. And I know I want to get some hormones and ride a bike once in a while. Get my booty back the way it used to be when I was young. 'Cause do you remember? Stai qua vicino. Stai qua vicino. How you doing? There's somebody riding by on a bike. I didn't film him because I don't know him and he was too close. You'd be able to identify him. Like you can film people far away. You can't identify them. So it's like, you have no expectancy of privacy once you're out in public now. It's like anybody can be using a camera, a camera phone, and they can be filming you. You could just end up in their footage. They don't intend to film you. Like that's what happens with me a lot of times. Like I'm doing this right here. and if somebody comes riding through while I'm trying to get this focused in on this tank, which I guess I'm just gonna have to stop to do it. Aslan, are you ever gonna stop and pee or sniff something? You're on a fucking mission. You aggravate me. I got a good vantage point here. Be nice if you'd stop. Just stop. Yeah. Stop. Stop. Sit. Sit. Sit, please. Just for a second. Now that's a good little puppy dog. He's such a good boy. He's still got dirt on his face. Either that or it's a bug. I'm gonna get it off him in a second. Doesn't want to film the tank through the fence. There we go. There's the tank. I want to try changing the settings on this to digital zoom. I got it set on optical zoom. Maybe that's why it takes us so long to focus. I don't know. I don't know shit about these things. We had this thing for 5 years. Just now started working right again after a year being defunct. I mean, I could still film with it. I just didn't have no time or timestamp references, which is important if you want to, know what you're doing and when you did it. Yeah, hang on, as I'm gonna get this stuff off your face in case it's a bug. Smoked this much out of this mimosa vape cartridge already. I've got money. I overpaid for a MP3 since I couldn't donate to myself, and then donated to one of my old profiles to try and get some money into my account to go with the $2 I got now towards my next vape cartridge so that I won't run out. I sent this picture off to you guys, and I also sent it off to my Instagram, the LMC. It's already got some likes. People like Aslan. Now we're back here in the yard of the motel. Well, across from the yard. I think they cut this grass right here over to right about here. So this is probably the motel stuff here. I'm thinking that back there is their stuff too. They probably have over to where they have that stuff back there. There's like a little fire pit and a swing and some big stump logs sitting around it. It's 10:55 a.m. almost. These things don't give you no warning. The battery just goes dead. Okay, it's on, right? Okay, it's gonna work now. I put maybe I didn't have the cartridge in there right. I don't know. Let me try that. That's what it was. I didn't have the cartridge in there right. Okay. I thought the battery went dead because the light would just flash when I pushed the button. Yeah, because I'm stupid. So I switched them out. I'm like, hey, it's a good thing I got to keep a spare one with me, And that wasn't even a problem because when I put the other one in there, it worked fine. So, yeah, I guess you can just dislodge it and I'll put it in there, right? You learn something new every day if you allow yourself to. Pardon me. So it's like I'm hoping, it seems like a race between the two forces. One force wants me to be locked down to this old people apartment situation, and the other force wants me to fly like an eagle, like a butterfly, you know, just a rocket, you know, just go for the heights that I can go for. Try and get a couple things accomplished before I die. I don't know. Get out and see some shit. It's not like I haven't seen any shit, but it's not like I stopped to appreciate anything I seen, because when I was waiting for my life to begin, I didn't know that, well, just wherever you're at is where you're at. So, and how you live is how you live. That's how you're gonna live. So if you're ghetto, you're gonna take the ghetto everywhere you go. Yeah, I imagine there's some stuff I can cook up. I go back in there and I think I got a couple chicken breasts, and I think I got some like some chicken nuggets or some shit. And then there's a can of chili, there's a can of tuna, and there's crackers, and I have tea and a pop, one Coke, and water, bottled water. So I'm not like, you know, dying. It would be nice if I had some peanut butter and jelly. And when I get my food stamp card, I want to buy me a jar of peanut butter and jelly and sit and eat it all within 2 days. Just with a spoon, sit and eat it like I did the last jar. I'm gross. Well, if I'm the only one eating from it, it's fine, right? It's my jar of peanut butter and jelly, you see? So it is gross, but it's not that fucking gross. I mean, because, well, I'm the only one eating it. It's like, you know, licking an ice cream is gross. But if you're the only one licking it, then it's not that gross, right? Oh, I'd lick ice cream with my girl, with my dog, with my cat. Yeah. Not me. But you do what you do. It's a nice day out here, man. Nice smells in here, like somebody's putting charcoal lighter on a barbecue grill, gonna barbecue some shit. Yeah, it makes me wish I was barbecuing me up some chicken or something. I got brickwood sitting in front of my room. They were probably left here by the people who were in it before. I don't know. I could probably just throw those on that grill over there, and because there's just like 2 or 3 grills right over there. There's one right over there. So there's outdoor grills, and the people who were in the room I'm in before me were using the grill. They'd used it a few times. I watched them cook up a few different times. Yeah. So those were probably their brickwoods, since the chick next door didn't take them, the gargoyle, when she left. Couldn't believe how beautiful her daughter is. You know, physically. I mean, inside she's probably just as ugly as her mom. But physically, because she's still young, she's so pretty. Yeah, pop a baby or two out and fucking do enough meth and that'll change. I'm just talking about how he was all dirty. My grass is still a little wet from the dew, the rain last night. It's like I sent that picture off to you guys, and one of the people I sent it to was my kid. As well, I got him from my kid. So I imagine he likes to see pictures of him. Anyway, he was looking good in that picture. Y'all seen it. And the time my kid texted me back, you know, some emojis and looking good, I looked down at him and he had dirt all over him, just all over his fur, like he had rolled around in the dirt or something. It was all over his beard and his little mane and shit. He's eating on something there. What do you got, man? What is that? What are you eating? Huh? He's got it in his mouth. It's a stick. Are you eating a stick? Is it stuck in your mouth? Stuck in your teeth? There you go. Oh, it's not a stick. It was an acorn. He was eating an acorn. He's silly as dog. Yeah. You don't eat an acorn. Those are poisonous, okay? I can't eat an acorn. I'm sure you can't. It's bad. You don't eat everything you find on the ground. You don't eat nothing you find on the ground. You eat too much as it is. just ate a bone before we came out. Dinner bone. People at the church. What? I'm gonna hit my vapey again. Go in so we can do about some food. Had another woman walk by us, jog by with her babies in one of those little carts. Might have been the same woman. True gangster.